if, for example, like I said, if you have an art gallery, you might want to have more points of interest in specific areas. In fact, we got a nice example of that here. So this is a also quite a good example of some of the labeling functionality. So this is actually a synthetic model. And we've got an intro text. So often folks want to have a piece of information appear when somebody starts a talk. So that's something that's totally doable. In this case, we've got it to close manually. You can have it close automatically as you
And you mentioned the word synthetic. What does that mean?
So instead of being made from photographs, this is actually made from rendered 360 images of a 3D model. So it's output from, I don't know if it's 3D Max or Revit, but it's actually a tour made from CG elements, computer graphics elements.
So an example of the use cases, did they need to put together this tour before the space actually existed?
That's one typical use case. In this case, this is a completely synthetic environment that was an online only event, fundraising event, I believe, and they wanted people to be able to visit a space and basically look at the artworks as part of the experience in a completely online context. So this space doesn't exist, it's never existed, it's never going to exist, and yet here we are able to experience it, walk around it, and look at the artworks on display. In fact, these are mostly historical works, and you can see here, we can see the different pieces quite nicely. Although once we zoom in, we'll get to the limit of what we can see within the panorama. And here we're able to click on the little icon, bring up the label with a much more detailed scan or image of the artwork, and also the text. It's from here in Quebec, so it's all in French, explaining more about what the artwork signifies. And that's actually the little placard that's by the piece there. So we can